Progress report, number something, some big stupid number that I'll come up with when I put the title of the video down. And you're probably going, what the heck? Yeah, it's just a thing I do. Anyway, so we've got a couple of things we got left to do. This is still kind of obnoxious. I need to kind of fix all of these up in here and get them in a position that's functional. Tie this fiber back. I put this up temporarily just to kind of hold them up there. I don't know, that's probably not going to be permanent. It's just shifted. I was just kind of hanging here on this thing to kind of keep some tension off the cables, and then it fell. Funny. Anyway, we're going to put that back right there. Look at that. Woo! Yeah, there you go. See there? Yeah, it's totally sturdy. Anyway, so we've got this is sitting here. It's not permanent. Some of these cables are going to be affixed in certain ways. I wanted to put a ladder rack here. There's just not enough vertical or horizontal space to really make that a thing over here, because funny enough, the floor in this space is about that much taller than where it was previously on the other side of this little wall here. And yeah, so instead of being like this, we've got this, so the ladder rack can't even physically fit on top of it. And you can even see there, it looks, it's not even that this thing is uneven, it's the floor. I swear, it's obnoxious. Anyway, so ultimately my goal here is to have 3D printer back here in the hot aisle. That's going to be fun and entertaining. Some of those things I got to move up. That was the ladder rack I was going to use, so cool story. I might still attach it like here somewhere, and then put some other things. I've got an exhaust fan. Some of the pieces of this project, and anybody out there who's familiar with this kind of work, maybe you could be like, that's a great idea, or please don't fucking do it, and be serious. Because I swear to God, you're gonna feel really weird if you say, crazy, like, infamous, not so much infamous YouTuber person, blah, 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 collapses building on top of them when they cut out a... Anyway, I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but I've got some help. But if you have any ideas or any pointers, well, let me know. I know you're all really going, what the hell is he talking about? I need to remove this half of this cinder block to punch an 8-inch hole to the outside, so I can exhaust all of the hot air that is coming out of this server cabinet, which, by the way, is not as noisy. I mean, it sounds really noisy when I'm over here, but like realistically, it's not anywhere near as noisy as it could be. I have a buddy of mine who's got his own little couple of switch gear and some, maybe a little server, and his thing is operating at like 50 to 60 decibels, where this thing here, with the tools that I have in hand, it operates at about 30. This AC right here is probably noisier than it is to the microphone. But yeah, no, it's not really that loud. It's about 30, 35 decibels. Unless I open this up and stick it right up in here where all the lights are. Anyway, so yeah, so we got some progress being made here. A lot of this stuff just got shoved up here. That's a foot bath. And a lot of this stuff is just stuff that got shuffled and moved around. Out of here, like this guy here is a wine cooler, as seen on Shodan. It's got to go somewhere else. What I'm going to be doing this next week, I have an assistant coming in from halfway across the country, so that's going to be fun. But basically, we're going to put a wall. This is going to get all lined up fancy and nice, because it's all kind of out of whack right now. But all this is we're going to put a wall right here. This is going to get shifted or moved, but there's going to be a wall right there all the way across and then up, and it's going to blockade the whole thing. I'm just going to box the thing off and see if somebody notices that it's missing. I don't know. No, the idea there is going to put the wall up. We're going to put a door right here so you enter in this side, because I don't want to put the door over here on this side of the desk area. Everything's still kind of a mess because we're still in a kind of disaster construction zone, because sometimes we have to stop mid-job and then go to an actual job and do some things, but is what it is. So anyway, yeah, so some of that stuff's going to be shuffled around. Wall's going to go up. Door's going to go here. The piece that I'm talking about that's getting a little wonky is I want to exhaust the hot air out of the back of this space. And I've got an 8-inch ductwork that I have to put here because I have an 8-inch inline AC infinity fan, or blower fan that I'm going to put, and that's going to be piping the hot air out that space, and then it's going to create a little bit of a negative pressure in this room, and that's going to draw the colder air in from the outside, from the air conditioning, so that this room out here can be a little more less heated, I guess, and a little chillier, because I hate it when it's ridiculously hot. Otherwise, we got the command station kind of up and running, and yeah, so that's a fun thing. The floor came in, it looks great. When the lights are off, this place is darker than it has ever been, which is also awesome. This one here is really, really great. And anybody who's ever put the peel and stick tile down, maybe you can let me know. I think I know what happened, but it's still bloody annoying. This one is fantastic. Like, I have no issues with this whole side of the room. But we get over to this side, and you can see that this whole thing here is starting to peel up. And it's almost every single spot here. Now, originally I thought maybe what had happened was we'd stuck the tiles too far close to the edge of the room, and in doing so, we, you know, as it expanded and contracted, it started pushing on itself and pushing up, because that's certainly what it looks like. We had to pull up all the glue. We cleaned it. I thought we cleaned it pretty well. We cleaned it about as well as that side. There's a couple of things we didn't do, like we didn't spray down a bunch of like vinegar or anything like that on the floor and then mop it back up again after everything was cleaned. So I'm not sure what is really going on here. I just don't want to have to rip up half the floor to put it back down again, because that's just expensive, stupid, time-consuming. But maybe there's like everything I've looked at is like you can just get some spray adhesive and put it down underneath it and seal it down. What's really annoying is that I have like this really heavy, this is ceiling tiles. I had this sitting on part of the floor here, and when I moved it, everything that was sitting on looked great. And then after about 3 days, it started to do this again. And you can see it happening all over there, where it'll go down and then it just kind of slowly pops back up. And it's pretty much this entire room. There's sections of it that are okay, but most of the space is doing this. And I'm like, do I have... No, I don't have the light on at the moment, but... Oh, I can just do this. A little bit of it. No, it's not going to help at all. Whatever. Anyway, it's everywhere. So it's here. There's a couple of spots underneath my chair and a couple of spots there. Some of them are really bad. And then some of them, you know, you can just push right back down, and they'll just go down, and then they slowly peel back up. And that's really bloody annoying. So if anybody has any idea, or any ideas on how to fix that, I mean, I've looked around a bunch, but you know, if anybody's had any real actual experience messing with that kind of stuff and say, hey, this is what I did to fix that, this is the best way to do that, blah, 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 that would be fantastic and wonderful. Anyway, that's all I got in my rambly bits right now. I'm prepping to do some more crazy work stuff, and I'm hoping by mid-year this whole project will be done. And then I can get back to, you know, living life. Because that's always fun. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.